All right, everybody, we've got another episode of Titans dropping today that's introducing us to another classic character, Donna Troy, and we have some thoughts on it.
Don't worry, I like this one. Promise. So here's spoiler-free review for Donna Troy, episode 8 of season 1 of Titans. As the Titans go on their separate ways, Dick turns to an old friend, Donna Troy, for answers.
I was going to say, when I read that, as the Titans go their separate ways, I thought about you and Roxanne. I was like, uh-oh. I don't think this is going to be one for them. But unlike Jason Todd, which we talked about on our show earlier, I think this does better because Robin, separate ways. Once again, Robin decides to leave. But the show doesn't forget about the rest of the Titans. We actually get a lot of time with them interacting with each other, which I liked a lot.
I would like Dick to stop doing that. I would really like...
I think after this, I really feel like you've gone to that well at least one too many times.
You did it 3 times.
Yeah, you've
this
done
is
it
the third time.
So it was Jason Todd this time, and then he was
Hawk
going.
and Dove.
He was going to with Hawk and Dove.
That's still, I'm counting
That's fair. That's fair. I don't.
He did the legwork to do it. It just didn't follow through because of the nuclear family showing up.
Yeah.
And so I'm counting it. And
Which, by the way, the nuclear family shows up in the DC Nuclear Winter Special, which is great.
Nice.
Made me happy.
That's cool. Go pick that up.
Yeah.
Go read that. We'll review it on our comic book show. Little plug. Patreon.com/onlystupid-answers. But yeah, I'm done with that. But this was a better balance. It was like, this is what I wanted from the Jason Todd episode. It's tough because you need to introduce Jason Todd, and that's a big character.
Yeah.
So I get that you need the leg room. I didn't enjoy that episode as much. I enjoyed this more because Donna Troy is another big character, but somehow they were able to give her the time to tell a full story.
And you could make the argument that it's like the show is called Titans. Like these, even though she's not part of the team, her and Hawk and Dove and Jason Todd are Titans. They're part of the younger heroes. And again, something I've liked about this show, and I kind of wish more superhero shows would do, is this kind of like integrate more aspects of the world.
Arrow kind of did that with Human Target, where it was like, this guy exists, but he'd come in every once in a while, but he's part of the team, but he's not, like something like that. Or Arsenal, he'll come back, whatever. Actually, that's more permanent whenever he comes back or he disappears again.
Yeah, exactly.
But I get what you mean, where it's like...
just like, this is the world we live in. We exist in this world. It's something I'd be interested to see if the Marvel Netflix shows could have integrated something like that, where it's their world that they share. And so you kind of, instead of each one getting 13 episodes, you kind of bounce around, whatever.
Yeah.
But I liked Donna Troy. I thought this actress did a really good job. I like that that it's interesting to touch her with one of these characters that she's fine. She legit has her life. She's got her stuff handled, because Hawk and Dove did not have their stuff handled.
Oh, no. At first you thought so, but no.
Dick Grayson sure does not. But Donna Troy seems to be doing A-okay.
Yes, and with the acknowledgement of Donna Troy, that's acknowledgement to a cooler side of this DC universe existing. Because at this point, if the Titans are there, Justice League's there, and introducing characters like this, it means...
I got to remind myself, it's spoiler-free.
Exactly. So it's like, but good point.
Yeah.
But no, it's cool that acknowledges it without having to say anything. It's because Donna Troy's her own character.
Yes.
And she has her life together. Like you said, she's a photographer, which we get to see in this. We have a promo image. Did you already throw that up?
I put up one, but we can throw up this one too. Yeah, she's
a photographer, which is cool. Yeah. Spoilers.
And the actress is really talented. And again, it just fleshes out. It's almost like whenever Supergirl throws out, like, Superman hung out with this person. You know what I mean? You realize that, like, oh, dope. Superman's gotten to do some really cool things in the Supergirl universe. You know what I mean? This tells you, like, Robin's real not so happy about his time with Batman, but he's got to hang out with some cool people.
Connor Leslie, that's the actress' name.
Does great.
Yeah,
does great.
She was,
looks
and also, like, she's just so likable as soon as she's on screen.
Yeah.
You're just like, if you want to join, kind of like with Young Justice, where like all of a sudden like Zatanna would join up and like it'd be like halfway through the season, but she's a part of the team now. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if you did that with Donna Troy.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if because again, she's a classic part of the member. Also, I wouldn't hate if like Aqualad shows up. Like, like any of that. Part of me still wants like. Part of me dreams of like, could we get Kid Flash and Arsenal and maybe those actors? And like, no, but it'd be cool.
No, but that would be really cool.
But it'd be cool. It'd make me happy.
Maybe you get Kid Flash like hopping dimensions or something like that. He's trying to find himself. Where did he find himself? Over on Titans.
And he would leave this universe pretty quick. He's like, you know what?
This is a nightmare.
It's kind of dark over here. I'm gonna.
Our people make blocks out of air and stuff.
You've got this little 14-year-old slicing people's throats and stuff. I don't need any of that. I'm out of here.
I'm not having it, but you guys do you.
But yeah, so unlike Jason Todd, this one, we do spend some time with Starfire and Beast Boy and Raven, get to know her mom, and I really like this show, and I think it's something why it bothers you and Roxy when we don't get this more, because I really like seeing these characters interact.
And I think this did better. I really like Legends, by the way. Legends of Tomorrow. If you're not watching that show, you don't. Go watch it. But sometimes when they have to pair people off, you're like, oh yeah, I forgot these characters haven't interacted in a while.
Yeah.
But this one, since the ensemble is so small, you get more interactions with these characters specifically. Like basically up until now, we had the pairings of Starfire and Dick and Raven and Beast Boy, and that's it. And now we got and then we had like Raven and Dick hanging out, and now we get more of like Starfire and Beast Boy talking to each other, and you're like, awesome.
Yeah, and I like what they bring out of each other and their different perspectives.
Because in the comics, I'm like, I think you guys hang out. I mean, you're in the same room together a lot, on the same team, but I don't know you two talking a lot.
Exactly. So
good that you guys had it here, and also Starfire gets some badass moments. Good for her.
Yeah, Starfire gets some great stuff, and it looks like we're going to be getting more of her and her situation in the future, and I'm very excited to learn more about that.
Ooh,
because it goes in some directions that I didn't expect.
Oh yeah, the tease for this episode, for the following episode, it gets me extremely excited, which I'm like, this show, I'll be honest, hasn't done that yet. And so going into this episode, I was extremely excited because I was like, please, you can do this. You did Jason Todd.
Yeah.
You nailed him. Let's do it for Donna Troy. Awesome. And now let's continue where this story. I honestly can't, based on where we've left Donna Troy's episode off.
Yeah.
And it's episode 8. That's episode 8 out of 12.
So we're getting near the end game here.
Yeah. And so I don't think we're going to be I don't think we're going to get close to the end of the Raven storyline that's been like the through line for this season.
Yeah, we'll see.
But that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing because it's a big story, and totally annihilating that in the first season. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's good to maybe like bide your time just a little bit, kind of build out the team, introduce more characters, introduce everyone to the universe.
Yeah, and I like, we get some more shades to Dick in this episode too, and I like the characterization, because even though this is a broodier version than you might be used to, he's not full on like Arrow from Green Arrow from Arrow or Daredevil. They're willing to poke some fun at who he is.
They can poke fun at him. But talking about Arrow and Matt, Oliver and Matt, their persona outside of their superhero persona, like their actual person, they have a way of faking being very charismatic, and I like that they can make a joke about that in regards to Dick and how he is as a human being. Yeah. So there's overall, this episode was super solid. I'd give it. I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Nice. Yeah. I would give it an 8 as well.
Yeah, I thought it was real. Yeah. I think we're getting there. I think we got there. It took a minute.
Again, because again, like one of the complaints, one of the complaints with Jason Todd was that we didn't really get a lot of the other Titans. The fact that we got another episode similar to it, but we did, again, makes me feel like this show's learning itself. It's learning like, hey, got to remember these guys. You know what I mean? We got to keep doing that. So I'm very hopeful for the rest of the season, since it's nearing completion soon, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
Oh man, it would be really cool to get like an Arsenal episode or something like that. Like, I know that's weird with everything with like Arrow's got that character.
Yeah,
there's not like wiggle room with that because he's pretty important to this season specifically.
But it'd be cool, and you're probably like me because you think about their dynamic in Young Justice, and it's like, I'd like to see the show's version of that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And I don't know, like maybe just Red Arrow was on Arrow. Yeah. That's tough. It's weird.
It is weird, but I'm hopeful. Like, there's so many characters in the Titans world, and we've gotten so many of them already, that I'm very interested to see. And maybe, you know what? Maybe like you could say that the Flash's version of Wally is like the newer Wallace West one, and maybe we'll get a more I don't know. To me, it's just they're all just Wally West. To me. To me, they're not different characters, but whatever.
What if you got Mossy Menos? That they for Teen Titans, why not?
Super weird, but a lot of the show's super weird.
But also, it's
I'm into.
It's creative that they have to. Oh wait, it is weirder when they're adults.
It is weirder when they're adults.
If they were kids, though, that's kind of fun too. Of having like these two speedster kids on the team, because it's like also them not speaking English is also a very fun touch from the comics as well.
Is a cool touch. But let us know what you guys, once you see the episode, let us know what you thought. Let us know. I'm curious to think of what other classic Teen Titans characters you'd like to see. We're probably going to get Tara eventually, and that's gonna be tough, probably.
Oh yeah, maybe Gnark.
Yeah.
Gnark. What's
Sure.
his name?
Yeah, no, you're on there.
Or Oracle. Oracle's one that's always in the Titans as well.
And originally they were talking about when the show was supposed to be on TNT that Barbara Gordon was supposed to show up, and so that would explore a lot of Dick's past on that one.
Confusing.
Yeah, but
super confusing.
But let us know who you'd like to see in the future on the show. Let us know what you think of the episode. Like we said, we gave it 8s. I'm DJ. You can find me at DJ Talks Trash.
I'm at Sam Basher. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification for more stuff. And also, you can click around on the screen right up here, and you can join our Christmas card. That's $15 on our Patreon. If you join it in the next 2 weeks, you can be part of our Christmas card, and you can get that sent right to your mailbox. We're going to need that information, though. That's going to be really important. So don't miss out on that. Also, click over here for another video, and check out our Patreon for other bonus content as well. It's very fun. And until then, we'll see you guys next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.